Hello, I'd like to discuss and demonstrate sound resonance. Here I have drawn a number of different musical instruments. This represents a violin string. Here the violin string is vibrating with a higher harmonic. This represents the prong of a tuning fork and a higher harmonic vibration for the tuning fork. This represents an open organ pipe or open wind instrument, open at either end. And here is the same instrument vibrating with a higher harmonic. This is closed, a closed pipe, closed at one end, open at the other end, called a closed pipe, and here it is vibrating with a higher harmonic. Now I'd like to begin by discussing in detail the vibration of a violin string. To do that, I'll first demonstrate a vibrating rope or cord here. This is a little longer, and I can make it move in such a way that we can see the vibrations. I'll have it vibrate with its fundamental frequency, with a node at either end, and an antinode in the center. Next, we'll have it vibrate with a node in the center, with a node at either end. That's a higher harmonic. And now let's see if I can get a still higher harmonic. And there's a higher harmonic still. So we see with a vibrating string that the fundamental frequency has a node at either end with an antinode in the center. A higher harmonic would have more nodes. In particular, the next harmonic would have a node in the center, a node at either end with an antinode between those two nodes. An antinode is a region of maximum vibration. A node is a region of minimum vibration. And now let's demonstrate that with the actual violin string. Here I have a violin or a similar type musical instrument to a violin, or it could be a guitar or any stringed instrument. And let's work with this particular string right here. Let me stroke that string with a violin bow and listen for the pitch. There we have a certain pitch corresponding to the fundamental frequency. Next, I'm going to force a node at the center point with this bar and then stroke it again. And we see that we have a higher pitch corresponding to a shorter wavelength and a higher harmonic. If I remove the bar, that pitch is maintained, and we then have a node at the center, node at either end with an antinode between each successive pair of nodes. Try that one more time. Higher harmonic, fundamental frequency, lower pitch. Next, what I'd like to do is talk to you about what causes the pitch to be different. Turns out there's three variables. There's the length of the string, there's the mass of the string. Here I have a heavy mass, here I have a small mass, and there's also the tension in the string. Let me demonstrate between these two strings here the small mass and the heavier mass. So with a small mass, we have a higher pitch. With a heavier mass, we have a lower pitch. Now I'd like to talk to you about the effect of tension in the string. So I'm going to go back to this string here, set it up with its fundamental frequency, and then change the tension to a higher tension. Try that again at the high tension, and low tension. Low tension, and higher tension. The violin string.